true, false, not given, and yes, no, not given question type. In this question, you have to decide whether the information or the writer's opinion in the statements can be located in the text. No, they are not interchangeable. Let's take a look. For the true, false, not given question, you have to locate facts and information in the text. And you need to see if the statement agrees with the information in the text, if it contradicts the information in the text, or if there is any information in the text. If you find that the statement, like this one here, number 1, agrees with the information, so you have the same information in the text, then the answer is true. If in fact you find the opposite in the text, then the information is false. It's really important that once you have found either the agreement or the contradiction, that you underline it. The reason why I say this is because if there is no information to underline, then it's not given. So there must be no information at all in order for you to say that it's not given. For the yes, no, not given, you have to look for the views of the writer, so the writer's opinion. If the statement, like this one here, number 21, agrees with the views of the writer, so it's the same information, same views, then the answer is yes. If in fact it contradicts the view of the writer, so the opposite is available in the text, then it's no. And if you cannot find, or it's impossible to say what the writer thinks about this, then it's not given. This is extremely important, that you do not assume or almost make up based on what you think. You have to absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, say that there is no way for you to know what the writer was thinking about the statement, for you to say it's not given. This is quite tricky. So the strategies that you want to consider for this question type. First of all, read the statement and underline key information. So, key information, names, use the first person, recognize ability. For example, underline the key phrases or the key words in the statements. Then, read your passage, your text, and try and locate the area, the paragraph or the passage in the text that has the information in your key words. Once you've found that information, then spend some time analyzing that particular paragraph and see if you can locate the answer. If you can find an agreement, then it's true. If you find a contradiction to the fact, then it's false. If you can't find anything anywhere, then it's a not given. And the same goes for yes, no. You're looking for the opinion of the writer, the opposite of what the writer has said, or you don't know what the writer thinks. This particular question type is really, really challenging because very often students tend to try and figure out what the writer was trying to think, rather than look for either the views or the contradictions. So there is a trend to spending a lot of time on this particular question type. Try not to spend more than 2 to 3 minutes on scanning your text. If you cannot, with the shadow of a doubt, find the information, then it's not given. Don't pour tons of time over something that is clearly not there. Okay, so it's really, really important that you consider this. A very, very helpful strategy for this question type with regard to not spending too much time looking for answers that aren't there is answers come in order. And that's really helpful. If you found the answer to 21 in paragraph 4, forget about paragraph 1, 2, and 3. The answers for the rest will be following. So answer the first one first. I know that if you get stuck, you tend to want to go to the second one, but really try to answer the first statement first, because it's going to help you with the rest to know where the starting point is. If you answer 24 or number 4 first, for example, you won't know where the starting point actually is. And lastly, look for paraphrases. Look for paraphrases and synonyms, antonyms, and very often they like to use vocabulary that might seem like it's a synonym, but it's actually a near synonym. So vocabulary is extremely important, and being able to identify specific information very quickly is a skill that you absolutely need to hone. And yes, if you were wondering, this is a very common question type. Almost all the question papers will have either a true, false, not given, or a yes, no, not given question type.